In this video, we're going to go over the Stinger versus Shocker matchup. This is a matchup I really enjoyed during the Battle Aces beta, and I felt like it was actually pretty even and came down to who ended up microing a little bit better and putting their units in better positions. For a bit of context of how I ended up in this matchup, the King Crab was my favorite unit. I really enjoyed using it, but the Destroyer exists in this game, which is a very hard counter to any durable type units, which the King Crab is. So oftentimes if I was up against an opponent who had the Destroyer in their deck, I felt like I couldn't really tech Foundry for my King Crab, and I had to go Starforge instead, where I had the Stinger at. So I just naturally ended up playing Stinger quite a bit. My opponent would often pair their Destroyer with the Shocker, so them seeing me go Starforge, they didn't really have a reason to make any Destroyers, so they're just making Shockers for the most part, and I am just making Stingers for the most part. One handy advantage of going Starforge and picking the Stinger is that I do have the Dragonflies as well on tier 2, so my opponent does have to be a little bit careful and think about the possibility that I go air. In some cases, that did actually lead to some kind of free wins where my opponent maybe thought, okay, I'm gonna be building air, maybe built too much anti-air, and surprise, I have just Stingers, and it's kind of just a composition win at that point. So those types of replays I tried to exclude from this video. You might see my opponent making some anti-air because they want to at least be a little bit prepared, but the replays I included, I don't think my opponent overdid that too much, and responded accordingly. What else? So just to break down the units, the Stinger is one of the faster units. So if I'm using the website's statistics, which is just a really simple approximate breakdown of all the stats being like attack, health, speed, and range on like a 5-point scale, the Stinger is like a 5 out of 5 speed unit, and it's single target fire. It does a lot of damage very, very quickly, but it's not splash. The Shocker, on the other hand, is a slower unit. It's 2 out of 5 speed, but it shoots a lightning bolt that does splash damage, so it's pretty good against killing tier 1 units. The Shocker is probably a little bit better at killing tier 1 units than the Stinger is. And then what balances that out is that the Stinger is going to kill the Shockers faster if you can use that mobility, use that speed to swing them around, get them into good positions, and target to fire down the Shockers. So that's kind of how these battles typically go. If I can get my Stingers into good positions and take out their Shockers, it'll go in my favor. If my opponent micros well, keeps his Shockers safe, maybe takes some of his tier 1 units, throws them in front of mine, does a little bit of body blocking, keeping my Stingers from getting up close. Those are going to be the ways that my opponent wins these games. So in this video, I've included 8 games. The first one's going to be a full-length game. The last one's going to be a full-length game, because those are kind of interesting ones with a little bit of action kind of throughout. And then the middle 6 games, I just clipped just the critical fights and the main Stinger versus Shocker fight that was important, that I wanted to show here. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of what's going on here. I'm actually not gonna commentate this entire video, but I just wanted to give a rough introduction of kind of the concept of what's going on here, and yeah, and just let you watch and enjoy these replays. If you're interested in playing either of these units, the Stinger or the Shocker, hopefully this gives you a little bit of ideas of what you need to be doing with them, and how you ought to be positioning them to win. And maybe one other thing, so since the Stinger is the faster unit, and I do want to, try to get him in good positions, wrap around him to flank him or get on the backside and try to take down the Shockers if they're open. I do want to be taking fights more so in the open. So if my opponent and I are both 2 base, for example, I'm not gonna attack him 2 base versus 2 base, because you're gonna have to go through those small chokes, and those are gonna be really bad fights for me. So typically I want to have a fight out in the open. So in some of these games, I'll take an early third to try to draw him out. Maybe he'll do a timing attack on 2 bases. A lot of times my opponent might match me and also take a third, so we'll both take thirds, and that's still pretty okay, because generally, if we're fighting in between our our 2/3 bases, that's still going to be a little bit more of an open fight where I have room to maneuver the stingers around for some counterattacks and things like that. So, but anyway, that's all I have for the commentary. So that was game 1. Again, the next 6 are just going to be the clips of the fights. So you can save time that way, and then the very last game will be a full game again. Enjoy. Thanks. Bye.
Long-range patrol.
Starforge is ready.
Come on, man. Stinging. Okay. Okay, launch.
Units engaged.
Stingers move. Private fire. Stinger selected.
We are here.
Leave the target. Tip of the spear. Set to fast. Watch the wind speed. Here we come. Coming in hot.
Enemy tech is turning on. Be ready.
Butterfly. Tipping over. Laser mark. Stingers here. Hit a blue. Firing. Max rate. Now what's the vector?
Claw at full power. Matching orders.
Starforge is ready.
Get them surrounded.
Green light. Come on, man. Rapid fire. Float like a butterfly.
Ugh. Looking for a flank.
We have to go.
Command.
Set to fast. Ready? Okay. Hit a blue. Stingers selected. Stingers attacking.
Iron ready.
Now what's the vector?
Melee engagement. Select the enemy.
Okay.
Charge.
0 to 60.
Call the attack.
Stingers here. Here we come.
Arm.
Come on, man.
Scurrying.
Resource base warmed up and working.
Engine running.
Stinger here. Backing.
Cut the chatter.
Enemy is building a resource base.
Pick an efficient path.
Tip of the spear.
In the dirt.
Zipping over.
Claws.
Ready?
Ugh.
Here I go. Float like a...
Command.
You got a resource base taking fire. Cover it.
Stinger selected.
Iron ready. How far away? From the source.
Okay.
Your resource base is good.
We have to go. Laser mark. Watch the wind speed. Come on, man.
Select the enemy.
Running. Stinging. Stingers here. On attack. Now what's the vector? Stingers moving. Ready? Okay. Coming in hot. Hit a blue.
Units engaged.
Stinger selected. Okay, launch. Firing, max rate. Rapid fire.
Enemy tech is turning on. Be ready.
Tip of the spear. Backing. Set to fast. We have to go. Here we come. Come on, man.
Call the attack. forward.
Stinger's attacking. Okay. Tipping over.
Units reporting damage.
Stinger here. What's the wind speed? Laser mark. Stinger's here.
Arms ready.
Every win is earned. Bravo. Units in combat.
Stinger's here. What's the wind speed?
Resource base warmed up and working.
Zipping over. Running. Okay. Backing. Rapid fire. Here we come. Lead the target.
Resource base destroyed.
Get blue. Firing. X-ray.
I got
Tip of the spear. Coming in. Come on, man. Butterfly. Stinger's moving.
in the dirt.
Starforge is ready.
Stinger's hit.
Enemy tech is turning on. Be ready.
Cutting in.
Get us in close.
Ready.
Ugh. Snip, snip.
Stinging.
Command, we move together for the suns. Defining locale. Call the attack. How far away? Engine run.
Okay, launch. Hit, go, hit.
Charge. Get yourself
Zero to six, come on, man. Fire, X-ray. Tip of the spear. Running. Coming out. Stinger here.
Victory! Reporting damage.
Defining locale. Cut the chatter. Sharp blades.
Starforge is ready.
In the dirt.
Ready? Okay. What's the
Iron.
Units under attack.
It's attacking. Stinger's here. Laser mark. Back it.
Command.
Oh, rapid fire. Stinger selected. Hit a blue. Tip of the spear. Zipping over.
Engine running.
Okay, launch. Stinger's moving.
How far away?
Here we come. Lead the target. Cutting in.
Arms ready. Charge.
And what's the vector?
Units engaged.
Okay.
Select the enemy. Pick an efficient path.
Starting
Cut the
foundry.
chatter. Claws up.
Enemy tech is turning on. Be ready.
Marching orders. In the dirt. Scurrying. Iron ready. Matching orders. Ugh. Optimal range 0.
Variable weight corona suit. Vortex high.
Resource base destroyed.
Efficient path. Call the attack.
Enemy is building a resource base.
Claws up. Engine running. Burn down.
Units in combat.
Engagement. Marching.
Units reporting damage.
Arms ready. Scurrying.
Units under attack.
Select the enemy. Matching orders. Claw at full.
Starforge is ready.
We have to go. Stay in. Come on, man. Stinger's here.
Cut the chatter.
Okay, launch.
Optimal range. 0.
Tip of the spear. Here we come. Back it.
In the dirt.
Ready? Okay.
Units engaged.
Close.
Units in combat.
Iron ready. We move together.
Stinger selected. Watch the wind speed.
Ugh. Defining locale.
We have to go. Go. 0.
Command.
Float like a butterfly.
How far away? Call the attack.
What's the vector? Running.
Engine running. Sharp blades. Charge.
Okay.
Arms ready.
Firing. Max rate.
Pick an effect.
Tip of the spear.
Select the enemy.
Zipping over. Stinger here. Throw it in high. Get a look. Stinger's attacking. Stinger selected.
Keep your head up and bounce back. Resource base warmed up. Enemy is building a resource base.
Industrial cutter standing by. Snapper. Should we start walking? Arms ready. All my legs are intact. Front engine running. Pick an efficient path. Command. Marching orders.
Starting Starforge.
Optimal range.
Enemy tech is turning on. Be ready.
Looking for a flank. How far away? Select the enemy. Give me a crack at him. Get us in the dirt.
Units in
Move
combat.
together. Call the attack. Snip, snip.
Units engaged.
Scurrying. Cut the chatter.
Resource base warmed up and working.
Ugh. Claws up. Arm.
Enemy is building a resource base.
Engine running. Get him surrounded.
Starforge is ready.
Stinger here. Coming in hot.
Command. Defining
Tip of the spear. Watch the wind speed.
iron ready.
Come on, man.
Charge.
Set.
Select the
Stinger's here.
Units under attack.
What's the vector? 0 6. Running fine. Okay. Get a look. Fire. Max rate. Butterfly. Laser mark. Stinging! Zipping over. Stinger selected. Here we come.
In the dirt. Pick an efficient path.
Silent hover.
Call the attack. Marching orders.
Ready? Okay.
Ready to smack.
From the sky, standing by. Flanking, wings up.
Stinger's here. Stinger's mobile. Lead the target.
Cut the chatter.
Come
Form.
on, we have to go.
Air ups here. Spin fire.
Arms ready. Optimal range.
Corona suit. Starting cannon.
Butterfly. Stinger's attacking.
Pass. Recalculate. Got a bandit.
Okay, launch. Stinger selected.
Engine running.
Keep your head up and bounce back.